Well, that's a wrap of National Police Commissioner Fani Masemola's testimony here at the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry. He sat for over 2 days and we heard quite a bit from him, but if we could consider it stuff that's new, I would hardly say so. A lot of the stuff he spoke to was rehashing what the Provincial Commissioner, Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhonazi said. A lot of the stuff that he spoke to wasn't that new to us. We had heard it, if not through Mkhonazi, through investigations by the media as far back as 2023. And so quite underwhelming in terms of the evidence that he put forward here and yesterday. I think I must talk to the extent of which he pushed the narrative or alleged that the decision or the instruction by the Police Minister Senzo Mchunu to disband the Political Killings Task Team was a wrong one. It can't be deemed unlawful. That is for the Commission themselves to determine. But he feels very strongly that it was the wrong decision, that neither himself nor Dumisani Khumalo or Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhonazi were consulted regarding that decision. Another interesting thing that he didn't speak to, and we would have expected the Commission to probe him a little bit more on this, was that of Richards Bay Minerals. Now, the private entity based down in the northern coast of KZN, Richards Bay, a minerals giant that had a team of detectives deployed there for over a year. And we heard towards the end of his testimony today a little bit about RBM come up, but we didn't see him speaking to length about that deployment. Nor did we see the Commission or evidence leaders probe him on that alleged instruction by the presidency to redeploy a team of detectives that had been recalled from RBM. So interesting there. But I think the main point of what we are seeing, and this is quite clear cut coming out of the Commission so far, and having spoken to several senior ranking sources within crime intelligence as well as SAPS organized crime, this seems to be a battle that is not just political, that is fueled by political factions that have crept into SAPS, but it is a battle for crime intelligence. This is what our sources are telling us. We know that Dumisani Khumalo is the head of crime intelligence at the moment, and he's being painted out as this epic leader within SAPS that is serious about his investigations and has done extremely good work in his investigative capacities by Fani Masemola, but there has yet to be proof placed in front of us, and there has yet to be proof put on the table for us to look at it. The fight for crime intelligence is centered around one thing, and our police sources are adamant that this is a battle over crime intelligence slush fund. The crime intelligence slush fund, and that is scary because the slush fund, essentially no one knows how much money is contained within the crime intelligence slush fund or the secret service fund at any stage. We have relatively up in the air figures of hundreds of millions, but we don't have an exact figure. And this is because this fund essentially is used for covert operations. It doesn't have to be justified what that money is used for to anyone, not even the presidency, possibly the Joint Standing Committee on Intelligence, but not to the public. It's not for public consumption as to what money is used from that slush fund. And so essentially, and this has been a playbook within South Africa's history of the fight over the slush fund and the abuse of the slush fund, is that we don't know where that money goes and what it's used for. And so it's the perfect opportunity to have control over that fund, to use it possibly, we're not saying this is a fact, but possibly for your own personal gain. For Eyewitness News, I'm Maran Singh in Pretoria.